Going to have kind of that cloud-free day when that eclipse
Yes.
kind of comes through.
We're going to thread the needle. We're going to get it in, and that's because we've got rain tonight. Rain that will immediately return Tuesday morning. So the timing of this just kind of working out perfectly for us here in central Indiana. Let's break down the forecast so we can kind of see what those changes are with the latest data that's coming in this morning. First and foremost, out there right now, we've got a pretty clear start to our day. This is a live look over downtown Indy. Temperatures have been a little cooler, but still we're running about 10 degrees warmer than where we were this time yesterday. The wind direction has changed out of the southeast. So that's helping to bring in a slightly more mild air mass. So we're going to start off a little more mild, hold steady near 40 as clouds increase, and then eventually later in the day today, we're talking some increased storm chances. Looks like that's going to hold off, though, until after about 5 p.m. So your forecast through this afternoon, temperatures continue to warm back to the 40s and 50s. Eventually, we're looking at a high today near 64. Yesterday, we got into the upper 50s, so you'll notice that change out there today. It will get warmer. Everybody in the 60s today takes us back above average. We are still watching the potential of a few stronger storms set up across the far southwestern tier of the state. So we're talking where that little green zone is from Sullivan down to Vincennes. That's a level 1 of 5 from the Storm Prediction Center. So this is not going to be a widespread severe weather situation. It's going to be pretty brief, too, as far as the time frame. Let's break that down. We'll pick this up 8 o'clock this morning. Pause as we get into the mid-morning. Notice clouds really building in here 11 o'clock. This is when we could potentially see a stray shower, although it looks like most of that moisture is going to stay at bay to our north. And then we've got a lot of dry time today. In fact, we're going to see some sunshine. That will allow the temperature to recover back into the low to mid 60s for those highs today just before 5 p.m. And then this warm front's going to lift in, bringing that line of showers, and those isolated thunderstorms. Could get a couple storms that contain some damaging wind gusts, but it's going to be pretty brief. That will continue through the evening. Most of that rain wraps up by the time we get into about 3 o'clock in the morning. Early in the morning on Monday. So for the evening hours tonight, if you're coming downtown for the Pacers hosting the Heat, again, anytime after about 5 p.m. It's an earlier tip, by the way, at 5 o'clock. Anytime after 5, that's when those scattered storms will be in the vicinity. So just want you to be prepared for that. Certainly looks like they'll still be around through the 8 o'clock hour tonight. Now we'll get you into the day tomorrow. This is that all-important forecast by 1 p.m. when Indianapolis, the metro area, enters into that initial partial eclipse at 1:50. We'll be in the upper 60s. Temperatures continue to warm back into the mid-70s eventually during the afternoon. It looks like we are still looking at the potential of some high thin clouds through about 2, 3 o'clock during totality. And then when that partial eclipse ends, when it's all said and done by about 5:23 in the afternoon tomorrow, still looks mainly sunny. So we'll wake up with some lingering, pretty widespread clouds in the morning. That will already start to clear out by the midday hour. And then for totality, we are looking at that potential of 20 to 40% as far as those high clouds go. But that's not going to be a deal breaker whatsoever. In fact, I think we're in a pretty good situation here. This is 7 a.m. Those clouds I was talking about lingering, that will all clear out as the drier air works its way back in. This is noon on Monday, and we're going to keep that sky mainly clear through 3:30 and then eventually on into the evening. Watch how quickly the clouds and that rain chance moves back in. This is 7 a.m. on Tuesday. We're looking at a pretty unsettled setup here as we get to Tuesday and beyond, where the potential is there. We could see some stronger storms Wednesday into Thursday as well. So pretty active setup as far as our 7-day goes, with temperatures that will be hindered because of that rain. Rain will be likely through Friday as we look at temperatures back near 70 to kick off next weekend.